KO team. Since we're kind of separated by time and space, we chatted a little bit about the first workout, but I wanted to make sure everyone was on the same page for going into it. The row burpee snatch workout is the one that's most like the one we did last year with the bike that the team got like second on overall, and I think this is the one that vaulted us into the spot where we were going into the last day. This was a big one for us, so we should have the potential to do the same thing on this one. Get a solid top 10 out of, for sure, the row. Hopefully the other ones as well. 3 minutes of rowing for the guys while the girls are doing burpees for 3 minutes. Then the girls the girls row for 3 minutes. The guys burpee for 3 minutes. Guys back to the row for 3 minutes. Girls snatch for 3 minutes. Then the girls row, guys snatch. 3 different scores. The 3 different score mechanisms kind of a deal with this. Transitions are super important on everything because you're essentially getting judged on 6 minutes of total burpees and 6 minutes of total snatching. The row, it's just a cumulative row thing. So that's similar to what we did with the bike last year, and we did really well on that one. So I'm not as concerned about that. The plan on the rower is put our best foot forward on the rower. So this is, my assumption is between the girls that we have that it'll be Taylor and Shelby rowing. Either do a minute, or try and get a full minute and a half and a minute and a half between the two of you while the third one just watches. That third one will then go right to the burpees, burpee like mad. You guys will start with the burpees. So start with Shelby or Taylor on the burpees to get 30, 40 seconds of burpees out, 30, 40 seconds of burpees out, and then have Linda finish it out with a sprint. Get you girls fresh for the rower, jump on the rower and row like a good pace. Don't row like mad. We're rowing at 90, 95%. Super strong pulls. Get that the calorie per hour is the key component to watch on this. This is what you all need to be looking at over the next 3-4 weeks when you row. Calories per hour is the significant portion of this. If those drop, that's when we start losing reps on this. So if you can sustain calories per hour of 15 to 1800, we're getting 25 calories a minute. 1800, you're getting 30 calories a minute. 1200, you're getting 20 calories a minute. Once you start bopping below that, we're losing out. You girls should be able to, I'm doing guy numbers, you girls should be able to stay 900 to 1200 calories per minute. If you start dropping below that, that's when you need to be trading out. Big strong push with the legs, big strong pull with the back. Don't fight the rower. This isn't something where you need to just beast moding the rower. This should be a strong, good pull. 1 second in, strong, good pull out. Sustain that calories per minute. Transitions suck on the rower. Every transition, you're losing 3 to 5 calories because once that flywheel stops spinning, we're getting zero essentially. And you'll note that when you get back on the rower that it will reset down to like a 300-400 and then build up to a 600. All of the time that it's on that, we're just losing calories. That's why transitions are key. We want to transition as little as possible and just have our people that can sustain the rower blowing it up while they're on there. So my plan on this currently is to have Brandon and I row for like a minute and a half each, or a minute each. Gavin will just watch. Gavin, when we get to the burpees, that's you. Go nuts on the burpees. For you ladies, have the people that are gonna row, again, Taylor, Shelby, burpeeing first. Solid, steady, good pace on the burpees, and then let Linda finish out with like a 2 minute of burpees or minute 45 of burpees. And when we're transitioning from one movement to the other, be ready to do it. So while Brandon and I are rowing, when it starts counting down to that 10-second mark, Gavin, you need to be ready to get over, and whoever's going to row first needs to get ready to get over to the rower. Hop off the rower, go over, run over to the things, make sure we're passing each other and not running into each other when we transfer to the different implements. Do not strap into the rower. You guys have done this enough where you just kick into the rower. I'll demonstrate it, but we're not strapping down. That's wasting time on transitions. You're getting maybe 1 extra calorie the time you're on there by strapping in, because you can pull back, but you can still pull into the rower without strapping in. So leave yourself the ability to get out without unstrapping. I'm assuming y'all know how to do that, but I'll show you in a second. Y'all should know your damper setting at this point. Damper setting to something where you're not completely trashing your legs, because there's going to be a whole lot of cumulative work in this, and this is lots of leg stuff with the burpees, with the rower, and with the snatch. The snatch going to end up catching up with you. Lots of hip hinging, so the low back's going to start getting taxed by the end towards the snatch as well. Sustained work is what we're looking for. It looks like with the rower, no transitions at all, because those suck. So 1 to 2 at the most on the rower. With the burpees, from how it looked like, they're just going to let you essentially walk in and walk out. So as soon as your pace starts walking down, get someone else in there and just jump on it and start moving. Don't talk about it, don't think about it. Communicate with your people and say, I've got 1 more, I've got 2 more. Count it down and let them know, so that you can get right out of the way and they can jump in on it. Same with the snatches. We should be touch and go in those for the most part. And once you start fatiguing, either we'll set up something where it's a 3-3-3-3-3, 5-5-5-5-5, or something like that where you're going. But once it starts slowing down and breaking down, tag out. This is a workout where you've got to accept it's someone else's 80% might be better than your 100%. And if that's the case, just tag out and move on, because all of us have our strengths in this workout, whether it's rowing, whether it's fast burpees, or whether it's speedy snatches. So you accept in some of them that you just, this movement isn't mine, but when I get to mine, I'm going to make it happen. I'm going 110%, and I'm going to blow that one up. And that's where the team makeup occurs. We did really well on that last year. Be intelligent about trading out. Don't take too long on doing that. Again, I think we'll do real well on this. For getting into the rower, also realize, again, that flywheel needs to keep spinning. So don't let it slow down. When you're getting out of the rower, unhook your feet, jump out. The other person gets in, and we try and get that flywheel spinning as quick as possible. So if you've seen the quarter pull, half pull, full pull. So when you get on that rower, get that flywheel spinning with a quarter pull, half pull, and then start getting into your rhythm. Big, strong reach, moving forward with what we got to do. Damper setting should be similar for everyone we've got going on. We'll probably have to trade that between the guys and the girls, but we'll have a third person there to be able to do that. Sustain those calories, and if you start wearing out, don't be afraid to tag out if you have to. Everyone needs to find their pace who's going to be rowing on this on the rower, so know what you can sustain on the rower for that period of time. So you should be able to comfortably do 800 calories per hour, 900 calories per hour, 1,000 calories per hour for a minute 10, and then we'll be trading out. But that has to be your goal. When you start dropping below where your benchmark is, that's when we start losing reps. We don't want to lose reps on this. Transfer is when we'll lose rep, and then losing the sustained capacity is when we'll lose reps. So once you start feeling like you're dipping below that, either get your mind right, go to that dark place and push and pull harder, or trade out. The rower, sometimes you just got to talk yourself into it. So if you see it start dipping a little bit, the focus on pushing with the legs, pulling with the arms, and making it all happen so that it works together. Sometimes you can get 5 or 6 more pulls in like that. With a minute and a half of pulling, you're only going to be pulling that rower 50, 60 times, maybe. So big, strong, sustained pulls is the way to go. And again, we're not fighting the rower. You can keep those calories high with strong. It's that big, strong pull. 1 second in, big, strong pull. So short, quick pulls that mean nothing, all that's doing is tiring you out. You need to be pushing with those legs, pulling with the back, pulling with the arms, and finishing the pull off. And then resetting, pulling back in. Again, I feel like we'll do really well on this one. So get your practice on the rower, getting in and out of the rower without strapping in. Snatches and burpees, we're just doing those, so run through it. we'll deal more with this as we go, but that, I just wanted to give everyone an idea where my head was. We'll chat about it some more and see if there's anything that changes on it, but that'll be likely the way that we run this one.